said, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my house.
In the meantime, we're going to call the matter of Charles Abdul Karim versus Hussein Ali Bazi and all occupants 2502133.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Your name for the record, please.
Charles Abdul Karim, Your Honor.
Okay. And then we have Mr. Alabazi is not present, but we have all occupants present. And ma'am, if you can please state your name for the record.
Ellie Getter.
Okay. And so I'm going to have both of you please raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear from testimony about to give in this matter to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Abdul Karim.
I do.
Ms. Getter.
I do.
Okay, and if you can please spell your first and last names for the record, ma'am.
My name, first name is spelled Elli, last name spelled Getter.
Okay. Okay, and so Mr. Abdul Karim, you're asking for both Mr. Ali Bazi and Ms. Getter to relocate, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Well, you filed this complaint on November 26th. And it claims as though that Mr. Alibazi was personally served at a location in Dearborn.
Yes, it's the business side. Because he no longer lived on the property, but this lady had people off him.
Okay. And so do you have a lease with both Ms.
Yes.
Getter and Mr. Bazi?
I do have a lease.
Okay, I'll take a look at that, please.
Hers, she's not on the lease. Plus, I did leave a copy.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
Copy in front.
Okay. So, ma'am, do you have a written lease with Mr. Abdul Karim?
No, Your Honor, I don't.
How long have you been residing at the property?
Since the lease started.
Ma'am, where does your mail go to the property?
It does not.
So the answer is no, correct?
That's correct. No, it does not.
Okay. And so
I'm allowed to speak on.
no, not yet. I'm trying to read this copy, which has half the language cut off. Is there anywhere in the lease that says that Mr. Hussein or Ali Bazi is not allowed to have anybody else live there with him?
No, it's not.
No, there's nothing in there?
No, not in the lease. You didn't say you're not allowed to have. But
Okay,
he did specify, Your Honor, says no dogs is allowed on the property except for service dog or handicap. You look on the last page.
no, I see that. What does that have to do with Ms. Getter living there?
Because I've been to the property twice to do some maintenance on it, and she was not there. And I was told by him the last time, when I did change the locks, that she no longer lived there.
Hold on. You changed the locks?
Yes,
When did you change the locks?
like 2 months ago. But he requested that from me. He said the maid that come and clean the house, he stole things from his house. So I went to the house and I pronounced myself. Of course, I have to pronounce myself that I'm coming into the property, and nobody was home. So I asked him, I said, what is the girl for what she's done? He said she don't longer live there. So I said, are you lying to me because you don't live there, or are you lying to me because you told me that they make store things from your house?
Okay.
Well, answer that question.
So, all right. Ma'am, have you had any conversations with Mr. Abdul Karim prior to today?
Yes, Friday.
Your Honor, I have been trying to get Charles's number for
It's yes or no. Have you had conversations
Yes.
with the landlord prior to today?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
When did you last speak with the landlord?
I last spoke to the landlord just the other day when I received the eviction notice.
Right. And
Hold on, sir. And when you called the landlord, Dan, what was the conversation?
I let him know who I was, and as soon as I said that my name is Ellie Getter and I live at 9 Walnut, he said, "I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my house. I don't fucking care. Get the fuck out of my house." And I said, "Okay, I guess I'll see you in court." And he said, "Yeah, see you in fucking court," and hung up on me.
Okay. Is that the conversation that you had with Ms. Getter on Friday?
no, if I can speak up.
Did you have a conversation with Ms. Getter on Friday?
Yes. But
Okay.
not home.
I'm sorry?
That is not home.
Not in that tone.
No.
Okay. So what was the conversation with Ms. Getter on Friday?
She called me Friday. She said, "I have received the eviction note." I said, "Okay." And she said, "Me and Hussein, we have a domestic violence or something. So therefore, I'm calling you." I said, "Why are you calling me for? I have no reason to talk to you, and you have no reason to be calling me. Your name is on the lease." Because the simple fact is, you move your mother to the house, you move your dog in the house, you change the locks without my permission, and now you're calling me. So why are you calling me for? So she said, "Well, when his lease is up," I said, "His lease is not up," which is I don't want to tell you when his lease is up. She was like, "Okay, I want to take over the lease." I said, "No, you are not F." That's exactly what I said. You're not F.
What's F?
Can I say it in court? Because I'm court.
We need a record.
You are not on a fucking lease, so therefore you cannot ask me when the lease expires for you to take over the lease. So therefore, I would like for you to move out of my property, because in the meantime, you are just there as a squatter, but you're not paying rent or nothing.
Well, she has permission to be there from Mr. Bazzi.
But who
Because-
who authorized her to move her mama and her dog? And there's no.
Just one moment, sir. Just one moment.
And
Ms. Getter moved in with Mr. Ali Bazzi. Mr. Ali Bazzi was lawfully permitted to be at the property, correct? Mr. Ali Bazzi, no, excuse me, stop, please. Listen to my question. Mr. Ali Bazzi has a lease with you.
Yes.
So he is an authorized person to reside at the property, correct?
Correct.
All right. So then he moved the love of his life in, apparently, Ms. Getter, he moved her in, correct?
No.
No, he did not move her in.
No, because I saw her once. Like I said, I was in the property twice.
Sir, hold on. Okay. Just because you saw her only one time doesn't mean he didn't move her in. She claims she's lived there since the start of the lease.
That's not true.
When did you move in, ma'am?
The start of the lease.
What date?
Oh gosh, I would have to check my records.
Okay, check away. Check your records.
Okay, give me 1 second. I hope this doesn't end. Okay. Whoops.
Not yet.
Yeah, you got a beautiful football, Your Honor.
Thank you, but please don't speak yet.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me see. I got the furniture on August 8th. So let me see. April, May, June. It would have been June, Your Honor.
That you moved in June.
Yes.
Okay. And so you and Mr. Alibazi had been dating for how long before you moved in?
2 months.
Mr. Abdul Karim, do you know Mr. Alibazi other than renting him the property?
No,
He's not a family member, a friend of yours, nothing.
no.
Okay. And so
I am on my oath.
I understand. Okay. What's that, ma'am?
I actually initially met Charles to rent the apartment because I picked it out.
It's not an apartment, it's a house.
Sorry, the house. But yes, I initially met with Charles and picked this house out for me and Hussein to move in.
Okay. Is that accurate, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So you are aware of who Ms. Getter is?
I'm aware.
Yeah. Sir, yes or no? You're aware of who she is?
Yes.
Correct?
Okay,
And she met with you to look at the property, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so, Ms. Getter, why is the lease only in Mr. Alibazi's name?
I didn't know then, but I do know now that Hussein was trying to control me. He did not want my name on the lease. He wanted to put it in his business name. He didn't want anybody to know that we were moving here together due to religious reasons. So it was supposed to be like a secret house for me because he wanted to be with me, but he didn't want his family to know.
Okay. Okay. So, and ma'am, how did you find the notice for this property?
It was in the mail.
I'm talking about how did you know that this property was for lease?
A Google search like Zillow or something like that. It was online.
Okay. And so, what is the amount of rent due per month, sir?
3,000.
3,000 per month?
Yes, ma'am.
And when did Mr. Alibazi pay his last rent payment?
September, Your Honor.
And so I understand that there's a PPO. Ma'am, when did you obtain the PPO?
November 24th.
When did Mr. Alibazi move out of the property?
It would have been November 19th or 20th.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was trying to break back into the house. He was
Hold on that, ma'am, I didn't ask for the extra.
Okay.
And you changed the locks?
No, she changed the locks.
No, sir, you testified that you changed the locks.
Before.
Excuse me. Only one of us can speak at a time for the recording, okay? Otherwise, we can't make an accurate record.
Yes, Your Honor.
What day did you change the locks?
That was back in September, I think.
In September.
Yeah.
And that was the last day that Mr. Alibazi paid rent.
Yes. His excuse was,
Sir, I'm not asking for the extras right now. Okay, so now my next question then, sir, you said you testified as well that then Ms. Getter changed the locks after that.
he told me that, yes.
Who told you that?
Who said that?
Well, you can't tell me what he's telling you because he's not here. That's hearsay. So, Ms. Getter, did you change the locks?
I did, Your Honor, yes.
So he's not lying.
Sir, can you please stop interjecting, okay? When did you change the locks?
I changed them November 23rd.
Okay. Well, ma'am, Mr. Abdul Karim doesn't want either one of you still at the property.
I know. I don't want to be here either, Your Honor. I just don't have anywhere to go. I've been in the process of trying to get out. I'm currently in school. I'm almost finished with my schooling. And I will have a job. My house is not going to be done until February 1st. That's why I was trying to get a hold of Charles to see if there was something we could work out. I have a storage pod coming on December 15th to clear all my stuff out. I've been calling domestic violence shelters every single day. Everywhere is full. I don't want to be here just as much as he doesn't want me here. I just don't have anywhere to go. I will be homeless.
Well, ma'am, are you paying the rent for November or December?
I was not prepared. I've been putting all my money into moving because I don't have a job currently.
Okay,
Hussein
so
was,
ma'am, so let me get this straight. You don't want to move until February when your house is ready. And you also don't want to pay rent at the property.
No, Your Honor, I will, if there's something I can pay, I can't pay $3,000. But I can try to pay something.
Well, I don't think that Mr. Abdul Karim is interested in that. Are you interested
No,
in
I'm
that?
not interested, Your Honor.
No, he's not interested. He wants $3,000 a month for his property. That's what the lease was for.
Okay, well, can I just have some time to figure out a sooner action?
Well, what does that look like to you, ma'am?
I mean, I will do my best to be out by January 1st. That way I have the pod coming on the 15th. I can have everything packed and I can be out by the 1st.
And then what do you propose to do with the pod? Are you going to leave it on the property?
No. I'm going to move the pod. I'm going to move the pod to my new house until it's ready.
Okay. So, Mr. Abdul Karim, do you want to agree to have Miss Getter moved by January 1st?
No, Your Honor.
Why not?
Because they already in a hole of 2 months rent, and this month that's 3 months now. That's $9,000, Your Honor. I cannot afford to have her stay another day in the house without her paying for this month rent. If she wants to stay, she have to pay for this month rent to January 1st, like you said, Your Honor, that you don't move on.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean,
Ma'am, so what he's proposing is that he will give you till January 1st, but you have to pay the rent for December because that's due and owing and nobody's paid rent since September.
I honestly, Your Honor, I don't think that he's being accurate about the last time rent was paid, because Hussein was here all October, all November. So I don't believe he's being 100% honest.
Do you have something to dispute the date that rent was paid through?
I mean, I don't, but I mean, I don't have $3,000 to pay. So, I mean, I'm working, like I said, I have a pod coming December 15th. So if I could have just until the end of the month, I mean, I didn't expect to be put in this situation. I thought, Hussein was paying the rent.
Hold on.
I can try
pause.
to get
both of you pause. Both of you pause.
Okay.
So as of the date that the complaint was filed, it says $3,000 per month due the first of every month. The last payment, rent is paid through September 31st of 25. I presume you mean September 30th. So that's on the document that was filed with the court. There was not an answer filed. There is not any proof that Ms. Getter has that that rent was paid again after September 30th. And so, ma'am, Mr. Abdul Karim is allowing you to stay there until January 1st if you pay the month of December. You shouldn't be staying somewhere. You shouldn't be allowed to live for free at the expense of somebody else.
No, I'm not trying to, Your Honor. I'm trying to get out. I just wasn't expecting this.
So if you're
I
able
can
to
ask.
pay, excuse me,
Okay.
Mr. Abdul Karim has indicated that if you're not paying rent, he's not allowing you to stay there until January 1st.
Well, I can, when court is over, I can go ask for his rent to be paid. I've already been working with the Community Action Agency, so I can try to get him as much money as possible. I would just have to ask for some help.
Wait a minute,
So-
okay, so I'm sorry, so you're working on rental assistance?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, sir, I will say that changes things a bit because since she is working on rental assistance, the court has to grant a 14-day adjournment. Okay. So I'll have the two of you come back on December 23rd, which is 14 days, and then I will make my ruling. You'll either have your rent paid or the court will enter an order and a judgment that day.
I thought legally, my lawyer don't surely have 10 days to come up with the money, or you can sign the writ of eviction after the 10.
Sir, because she's indicated that she's requesting rental assistance, I'm obligated to set this for 14 days. I cannot set anything within 14 days. I cannot adjourn it for a second hearing or set it for a second hearing within the 14 days.
Yes, Your Honor. If that's what we want, that's fine with me.
Well, it's not necessarily what I want or don't want, right? Ms. Getter has indicated that she's working with Community Action Agency, which I presume she's talking about Wayne Metro and rental assistance.
That's going to take time.
No, it's not. Sir, you didn't hear what I just said.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll be back on the 23rd, as you said.
She's requested rental assistance. She has 5 days to file the form that's required with this court and with you. It's called the DC Form 529. Anyway, there's a form 539, I believe it is, that you need to file, ma'am. She has to file that within 5 days. You will all be coming back on December 23rd. She will either know if that money's being paid. Otherwise, the court will enter a judgment.
Your Honor. Can I have my lease back, please? Please.
Just one moment, sir. I can't do 5 things at one time. Just one moment. All right, we'll set it for 8:30 a.m. on the 23rd. Okay, ma'am, you have that form you need to complete, and then we'll see you all back on December 23rd at 8:30 a.m. And if you can give that back to Mr. Abdul Karim.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
all back. Thank you.
One question, Your Honor. How do I file? What am I filing, and how do I file it?
Well, if you have a question, you should come to the court, or you can pull it up online.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Your Honor. I appreciate all your help today.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir. Okay, and then we'll.